All right, y'all. So I know I didn't come at y'all with a video yesterday, and for some reason I tried to and I was just stuck. After making that Housewives of Reunion deeper dive video, the Real Housewives of Potomac video, whatever energy I was in, I couldn't shake it. Like, I got stuck. And it made me pause. And then it left me feeling like something is incomplete. I was gonna call y'all right after Love and Hip Hop, but for whatever reason, the spirit would not let me move on. I was in here getting ready to wash dishes so I could fry this chicken and these French fries for dinner tonight. And it hit me what I need to talk about to close out this feeling. And it's about responsibility, social responsibility. Who in the Bravo, True Entertainment, or Real Housewives of Atlanta's social responsibility is it to educate and enlighten Kim Zolciak? That's the conversation I want to have. So I want to start off by saying, if you see your friend about to walk into a burning building and you don't say anything and your friend dies, as far as I'm concerned, you've aided in their death by being complicit in your silence. You know what I'm saying? Like, in being silent, yeah, you didn't do it, but you could have prevented it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those types of things. And I look at the black women company that Kim keeps, if at all any. For all we know, she don't kick it with Sheree when they're not filming, right? And we also know that Sheree has demonstrated she is not the person to have this clarifying conversation with Kim. But who is? Like, they are 10 years in with this production company, right? It's hard to imagine that you work with anybody this long and has not developed some sort of fondness or like for the person. So is it the sister girl behind the desk at the production office that processes payroll, who has a fondness for Kim, who has a direct line of communication with Kim? Is it her job to, like, you know, Kim girl, let me not necessarily try to change your heart, but let me explain to you why things look the way they look. Then I got to thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? Portia sat her ass up there on the reunion for a large percentage of it and tried to help Kim out as best she could. Quiet as it's kept, Portia should have smacked Kim upside the head with one of them Hosea Feed the Hungry pamphlets. Real talk. If Portia was as saved as she said she was, and as engulfed in the struggle as she said she was, and is well versed in the civil rights movement as she said she was, then it would seem to me that she would be the perfect person to speak to Kim about how it looks and how it feels. But Portia also thinks the Underground Railroad wasn't. Never mind. I digress. Nevertheless, it's somebody's responsibility, y'all. That's number one. You know, and some of y'all might be saying, fuck her. She's racist in her heart. She don't want to change. She ain't trying to change. And Jane Elliott has taught us one thing, right? Racism is a learned behavior. If you learn it, you can unlearn it. You know what I'm saying? Now, it might take some time. It might take more time than others, especially considering that husband. I want to touch on something else, too, that I've left off on my other two videos. A lot of people have gone on to say Kim didn't act like this until she got with Kroy. I'm willing to rock with that. I'm kind of like, ooh, bitch, you got a point. Like, you know, I'm gonna correct you when you're wrong and acknowledge you when you're right. And I think you might be on to something. However, I don't believe one person can totally corrupt another person. I think that gene lied dormant in Kim already anyway. But if you notice, Kim's swag has completely been switched up, right? When Housewives first started season 1, I remember being taken aback because Kim's comment was, "I'm a black girl in a white girl's body." Y'all remember that? And she was all down with the sister girls and the swirl and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And, you know, it took some of my viewers to point out the fact that Kim, real talk, everything that you have right now as it relates to you being independently earning money is, what's the word I'm looking for? I just had it. Predicated on these 5 black sisters. Like, let's not get it twisted. Real Housewives of Atlanta, even from day 1 with Kim, was the black girl show. You know what I'm saying? It was. It was the first of its kind, and that's kind of what made it so special. Even now, it is the black girl show. Tardy for the Party was a spinoff of the black girl show. So everything that the world sees now, that is Kim Zolciak-Biermann and now Brielle and Ariana and Croy from Montana and all them 5011 kids, is as a result of the black girl show. So, like, you know, Kim, I don't know how you reconcile that. I'm not going to tell you how you need to reconcile that, but there's a reconciliation that needs to go on between your heart and the facts. You know what I'm saying? Lastly, y'all, you know, I try my hardest. I know we got our joking side and our satire, and we play up or play down stereotypes to get to punchline, right? I get that part of our communicable experience. But let me just do the fair part. The fair part, and then I'm going to give you the heart part. Well, let me give you the heart part first. In my humble black person appearance, Croy looks like a racist. And I know to some people this sounds ignorant as all fuck. What does a racist look like? And we're not even finna go down that rabbit hole. But if you had to put 3 random white people in a row, if you had to put Heather Locklear, Andy Cohen, and Croy Biermann in a lineup and told me pick the one that most likely is racist, for whatever reason, my spidey senses would lead me to Croy. All right. So I hope that takes some of the ignorant stank off of it, and I put it more on my intuition. Nonetheless, I don't know this man from a can of paint, nor do I know his heart. And yes, it's ignorant to just say somebody look racist, whatever that means, but he does. And I also read through my comments, and a lot of us default to the, he's from Montana, like what more do you need? And I know all Montanians are not racist, but I can't help the fact that I look at Croy and I really feel like much of this change in Kim is as a result of him. Like, when I have nightmares of black people being hung, the lynch mob looks like Croy. And I don't know if that's a creation of my own whatever, or if that's me buying into the images that movies and literature and history has fed me. I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg. All I know is in the present, Croy looks and feels like a racist. And you know, and I'm not trying to be that person, because that is a very, you know, that's something very damaging to put on somebody, but it just feels that way. And you know, I think God gives us a sixth sense that we don't spend a lot of time talking about. In school, they teach us having 5 senses: touch, taste, sight, sound, and hearing. But I really do think the sixth sense is intuition. And I think it is just as powerful as sight, hearing, sound, and smell, and taste. I really do. And it's the one that we don't train. It's the one we don't hone in on. And I honestly think it's the most important one. And my intuition just leads me to believe something ain't right over there. Because Kim and the way she interacts with these girls has changed. And again, to Kim's one sister girlfriend, Kroy may not be. But perhaps her sister girlfriend needs to explain to her what behaviors those two exemplify that make people feel this way. You know what I'm saying? And let's just remove race from the picture for a second and insert the words aggressive or asshole or aloof. We have no problem articulating to our friends and associates, you know, that's the behavior right there that you do that make people think you messy. That's the behavior that you do that makes people think that you're angry. That's the behavior that you do that makes people think you don't take things serious. So why is it that we have such a hard time telling our friends, our associates, people we know, like, and love, that's the behavior that you exemplify that makes people feel and believe you are racist? It's for one or two reasons. Because you know they are and you buy into it too. You just don't want that stank on you. Or I don't know what the second reason was. It just escaped my mind. But y'all jump down in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about what I just talked about. And now I feel complete. I feel like I can move on to other commentary. I got one more good one I'm gonna call y'all right back about. It's race related in this. And then whatever. Be sure to like and subscribe and let's keep this party going. And I'll call you later, Nessa girl. Bye.